Okay, logistics in general, material master, basic settings, material types. We covered material types in the last lecture. What are material types? Raw material, semi-finished good, finished good. These are broadly material types, but any enterprise client can define number of material types based on their processes. Processes like, for example, if a company is producing toothpaste, they will create raw material for the paste. They will create raw material for the packaging. They will create raw material for the printing. Okay, because printing in itself has 3 to 4 processes. Because the print we see on any package goes through 3 to 4 processes, broadly speaking. So our in last lecture we created ROHP. ROHP, and what we were covering? Quantity and value update. Value as in when the material will be received or transferred or consumed will have value updated in material management and finance. Values of variances. When it was received, the quantity was different. When it was consumed, it was different. When it was scrapped, it was different. Similarly, with quantity, there will be usage, consumption, wastage, scrapping, transfers. This will be updated in quantity. Some of the material will be used for selling. Some, of course, I mean, at every level, you can sell your stock. You can sell your inventory, whether it's in the form of raw material or semi-finished or finished good, it doesn't matter. But quantity gets updated every time. Valuation area, what is valuation area that we have? Valuation area is 0, 1, but our valuation area will be different, right? What was our company code? Any idea? Osama, do we have any idea about
PT 46 tha, I guess.
which one?
PT 46.
PT 46. Okay.
PT.
Okay. PT
PT
46.
46 basically ऑलरेडी कोई बना चुका था शायद इंडिया से PT 46.
Okay. Okay. PT 46. Okay.
ये स्क्रीन आपकी रुकी हुई है या इंटरनेट मेरा कुछ प्रॉब्लम कर रहा है?
Yeah, there is a problem with okay. Valuation area PT 46. PT 46. PT 46 is not there. How come? Material types. Material RHP. Okay. Assign material type to create special transactions. ROHP. ROHP was given R. Okay. Fair enough. Define number ranges for each material type. Oops. ROHP. Okay. And we have ROHP assigned to it. Okay. Fair enough. Next is settings for key fields. Define material groups. Material group. What material group did we define last time? Packaging. Do we remember what did we create?
Sorry, I don't.
MWST 46. Okay, material group was packaging, right? Okay, headphone, ROHP package carton tape, and ink. We have created material groups. Okay, material logistics, material master, setting for key fields, basic material storage conditions. Okay, check table for basic material fields. We can, if there is an essential material, for example, in oil industry or herbal oils, there is an essential basic material that is going to be used in every process that can be mentioned over here. Okay. Storage condition, temperature conditions, unit of groups, you can define this individually. Okay. Now, next is we actually create material master plus vendor master. First, let us see what will be our vendor master, and then we'll create a material master, because a vendor will actually supply us the material. Material management, general settings for material management, material lock for goods movement. Okay. Exclusive lock. Exclusive lock, it means that when a material is being made, no other person can use that material or change that material or transfer or update that material. Waiting time will be 10. What is 10? Let's see what is F1. Specify number of locking attempts the system makes before the goods move refuse as a result of locking error. When the late block is activated, the system tries to lock the data before the posting is started. This ensures postings are consistent. If you cannot set the block because another using carrying out posting of same material, the system waits for a moment, then tries to set the block again. So the material is blocked when a user is actually using it. Okay. High value of waiting time means that a lower number of goods movement is refused, but the waiting time for the user may be longer. So based on your material or inventory frequency, you don't have to, you have to actually introduce the lock, set a material block. The same for invoice verification. When the invoice is being posted, no other person can post a second invoice. Okay. Purchasing. Let's go over some purchasing requirements over here. Material master. Shipping instructions. Shipping instructions are if you are dealing with something volatile, something inflammable, something sensitive, then shipping instructions are given. Like shipping rules for Bambi Group, instructions, chemical import. These are shipping instructions for the shippers. For example, R8, these shipping instructions will comply with the shipping industry standards, okay, with shipping laws. Shipping verdict 2022 for safety, points 100 means the priority, okay. Compliance default, short text, long text in compliance with shipping laws. Shipping laws will be some law number can be given over here, okay. That is the purpose over here. Okay. Purchasing value keys. Purchasing value keys. Double click. First reminder, deadline. Second reminder, third reminder when The vendor has to deliver, the reminder has to be sent to the vendor. First reminder, second reminder, third reminder. Acknowledgement from the vendor is required or not is part of this configuration. Tolerance under delivery. If you have ordered 100 products, what can be the under delivery? 2%. Okay. Over delivery, 3%. Shipping instruction, the one that we just saw in the last step. For Bambi Group, let's say R1, R1, where is R1? Chemical import. Let's say chemical import. We're using for minimum delivery quantity for supplier evaluation. Let's say 25%. Standard delivery variation. Delivery date variation will be how much we will keep this at empty because variations will be there in supplies. Save. Control F. PT46. PT46 is not there. How come? PT46. New enterprise RUAC. Are you logged in right now, Raja Osama?
नहीं अभी लॉगिन नहीं हूँ मैं लॉग आउट कर चुका हूँ
Okay, कर चुके हैं. ठीक है. Add user. Okay, that you for. Okay, this was clear, Raja. Manufacturer quite profile. Okay, this is done. Supplier master. Incoterms. You can define Incoterms, which are shipping instructions again, freight instructions, okay, and insurance instructions. This can be defined over here. Terms of payment like cash payment or 30 days or 60 days. These are terms of payments. Payment immediately, payable in partial amounts, 14 days, 3% cash discount. Based on this, these are applied to the vendor master data. Purchasing groups. Purchasing group, their telephone numbers, and these purchasing group will be different for packaging, for chemicals, for raw material, for packaging, ink, and so on. But you can also keep one purchasing group. Okay, purchase info record. This is our next step, but we'll just discuss it as an overview before we actually move ahead with vendor master. Purchase info record for stock material. Okay, let's define a number. Intervals 0, 1, and 100. Change groups. Okay. Purchase info records PT46. PT what was the number that we can give? 101 to 130. How it doesn't overlap. Save without overlaps. Okay. Three intervals. 131. 3899. Okay, let's do this. Apply interval. 3899. Decline. Okay, okay. 3899. Save without overlaps. Okay. Purchase info record. Change groups. Intervals. 79. 390. 39. Okay. Change groups. Create group. Purchase info. Now, what is purchase info record? You didn't ask me that. Let me tell you. 3900 we use 40. PT 40. Purchase info record actually has information on the purchase history that has been made with the vendor. Okay. And that save. This has been saved. Now this is a group to which we have to assign the element. Okay. Now 02 is the group, the interval. Okay. Element will be the purchase info record element of PT46 that we will assign. Okay, define screen layout, price history, text for defined text. Info record note. Purchase order text. Okay. Source list. What is source list? We'll discuss this when we are at the front end. Let's go to the vendor master, supplier master, and purchasing. Logistics. Business partner, suppliers, control. Now, group fields for vendor master record, but I will actually go with the first option, that is financial accounting, account receivable and payable, vendor accounts, master data, preparations, account group. But before I actually create an account group, what is an account group? I'll tell you that. I'll go to cross application component. Cross application component is the central area where we have to define where business partners or customer vendors are made. SAP Business Partner. In earlier versions of SAP, every module had the option to create customers and vendors. Now, customers and vendors are grouped together and created under cross application components. Cross application means cross modular application. Customer vendor integration. This is an important area to understand. Settings for vendor integration. Field assignment. Assign to vendor. Okay. Over here, we will require grouping. Grouping and group. This is account group that will be made in finance or MM. And this is the grouping at cross application level. Okay. So this might sound a little bit confusing. Grouping A39 and A39 are different, same numbers. Okay. What can I do then? I'll forward different MDL, different. Settings. Customer vendor integration. Where are groupings? Business partner. Organizations. Because synchronization. So define account groups. New entries. PT46. Vendor group. PT46. Okay. Now this group will actually make vendors and it will have those accounts or master data will have a selection of fields. Now, what are these selection of fields? For example, I click on address. Now, these fields will be visible to me. Now, what are these fields? Let me show you. I will select /O, which is new session. BP is business partner transaction code. T code. Okay. Now, this is a business partner, open VP. Let me select any business partner. Relationship number, group or subgroup. Let me open this up. Okay, no groups are found. Bank details, BP role, business partner role. And 34 entries are found. FI vendor and MM vendor. These are our groups that we will be following. Okay. So let's go with MM vendor. Start search. Okay. Bosco Steel, Sony India, Pearl Group, Yellowstone supplier. Okay. So these number ranges, if you can connect the logic, we're using number ranges. So before we actually create one, let me tell you the logic of creating business partners. Now, these are the fields that you see. Pearl Group Material Supplier, P31 is a search term. And these are the fields that I was talking about of the address, postal code, street address, postal code, street address, and so on. Okay. Communication. You will have options for communication: telephone, mobile phone, fax, telephone, internet address, telephone, mobile phone, everything. I mean, these fields have four options for us. Either we can hide these fields if it is not required as per our business client process, or these can be required entries, which means that you have to give any details in a field that is mandatory. Optional entry is if you keep the field entry, system will not object. Display is just for display. Right now it's in display mode. Okay. You can switch between display and change. Display and change, I can change it. Okay. Now this is business partner general, which is neither FI, neither MM. But if I go to FI vendor and MM vendor maintain, maintain means that this vendor has business partner role MM vendor. Okay. So if I go to purchasing, in purchasing, I will have purchasing organization T31, order currency, payment terms 0003. Okay. Now, any field that has a star alongside this means it is obligatory. Obligatory. Okay. So I can maintain it. Plus, if I save it, schema group has no entry. Okay. There is one field that is missing. calculation schema. Okay, schema vendor. We'll discuss what is schema. 01. Save. I hope this is clear to you, Raja Osama. This is the front end process. The back end process is a little bit extended, but no need to be overwhelmed. It's easy. It's not that difficult. Changes have been saved. Similarly, vendor group PT46, account group is PT46. Save. PT46. Okay. Now let's go to the next step, that is number ranges. Number ranges are very, very important because it can cause a little bit of inconvenience if we do not assign number ranges for vendor accounts as same as the cross application components. So cross application components, intervals. We have these many intervals. Okay. So I will assign a certain number range, for example, LO, but I'll have to check in cross application whether this is applicable or not. Okay. So I will go back. Before assigning number ranges to vendor account, I will go back. Cross application, business partner, Fogler lecture.